Hello and welcome to Jack's podcast. Today we are going to be going over week 6 of the NFL and week 7 of the NCAA football games for this week. So, let's dive right into the NFL. We start off with Thursday night, Tampa Bay versus Philadelphia. Should be a pretty easy pick with Tampa Bay. Head on over to Miami and Jacksonville over in London. This will be a fun game. Miami playing below everyone's expectations this year. Jacksonville, well, they're 0-5, so that's pretty expected. I got Miami winning this one. We have Green Bay at Chicago. Great rivalry here, but I don't think Chicago is that good, and Justin Fields is not playing up to the level everyone expected him. I got Green Bay pretty easily. Detroit at Cincinnati. Cincinnati, while they are 0-5, they have come so close to winning. They have lost on 3 game-winning field goals, and it is heartbreaking. They are a really good team. They just can't seem to win in the last couple of minutes. So I got Cincinnati winning that game. Houston at Indianapolis. Battle of the 1-4 in the AFC South. Both of these teams stink. Both these teams are very, very bad. But I do think the Texans come out on top. And I'll tell you why. I think Davis Mills showed that he can actually play the game of football and is a little competent at times. Last week, he showed that he is able to play the game and knows how to run an offense, unlike Carson Wentz, who just is not good at all. So I have Houston winning this one. Not easily, but I do have them winning. Rams at Giants. This is a no-brainer. The Rams should be winning this by 30. Chiefs at the Washington football team. I think this will be a surprisingly good game, although I do think the Chiefs win. I think Washington will play against them really well and make it close, but ultimately I have the Chiefs being able to come out on top. Minnesota at Carolina. This will be fun because Carolina started at 3-0, even though they're now 3-2. And the Vikings started out 0-3, and I think they're now 2-3. The Vikings could easily be 5-0. They've played 5 really good games, really close games for 4 of them. But I think Minnesota is able to pull both these teams to 3-3 at the end of the week. Chargers at Baltimore. The game of the week. This is a must-watch 12 o'clock game on CBS. Chargers, great offense. Put up 47. They put up 47 last week. Baltimore, another great offense. Pulled out a late victory against Indianapolis, mounting a 25-22 win in a 22-3 comeback that they had to pull off basically in all the fourth quarter. So great. Lamar Jackson has more offensive yards than 18 NFL teams at the moment. Lamar Jackson playing like an MVP, and I think this will be an amazing game. And I do have the Ravens upsetting the Chargers at home. So yeah, great game. Everyone should be watching this. The Cardinals at the Browns. The next must-watch game of the week. This is at a different time slot than the Rams and Ravens, so you will be able to get both these games in. Cleveland, great offense, put up 42 last week, but a bad defense, let up 47. That's why I have the Cardinals winning this game and going to 6-0. Cardinals have a great offense, scoring a good amount of points every single week, and a pretty good and solid defense that will shut down the Cleveland for enough drives for Arizona to win this game. Vegas at Denver. I have Vegas winning this one, even though John Gruden was just fired. I do have them winning this one. These teams both started out 3-0 and are both now 3-2. I think Vegas makes the leap to 4-2 and keeps their playoff chances alive in the AFC West. Next, we have Dallas at New England. This will be a pretty easy game for Dallas. New England, Mac Jones, not that good. Dallas, Dak Prescott, pretty dang good. Seattle at Pittsburgh. I think this will be an interesting Sunday night football game. I have Seattle winning, but Pittsburgh could pull off a sneaky upset as they are good and have a great defense, and Najee Harris is really starting to show why he was deserving of a first-round pick. Monday night, we have Buffalo at Tennessee. I think this will be a great game. Everyone should be able to watch this game because it is streamed nationally. Buffalo, great team. Josh Allen playing like the best he's ever had. coming off a great win against the Chiefs in Arrowhead. But I think Derrick Henry and the Titans are going to put up a great fight, especially at home. I think Derrick Henry is going to have upwards of 3 touchdowns. But I do think ultimately Josh Allen leads a better passing attack than Ryan Tannehill and gets the job done. Bye weeks this week, though. First week of bye weeks of the season. We have Atlanta, New Orleans, New York Jets, and the 49ers. Those are the 4 teams that have bye week this week. So, good rest for them. Now we head over to College of the Week. We have a couple games on Thursday. 2 games on Thursday and a game on Tuesday. That was a blowout. But we have a couple games tonight. Navy Memphis. I think Memphis wins this pretty handily, and Georgia Southern at South Alabama. I think South Alabama is able to get the job done. So, get rid of those Thursday and Tuesday night games. We head on over to Friday, and we're going to go over some of the bigger games, especially on Friday. Clemson at Syracuse. Both teams are not ranked. Clemson has been playing terribly this year, but I do think this will be a good game, especially for a Friday night game. I think Clemson will probably win, but it's going to be very close, and I think it'll be an entertaining one. So, if you want to, keep an eye out for this game, Friday night at 6 p.m. on ESPN. Then we have Cal at Oregon. Oregon should be able to dominate coming off their bye week, preceding their loss to Stanford. So, I think this will be a pretty easy win for Oregon. 24 San Diego State at unranked San Jose State. Big rivalry game here. I don't think it'll be a great game to watch, though. I think San Diego State will run pretty easily, but it is rivalry, so it is fun. Heading on over to Saturday, UCF at Cincinnati. This was supposed to be a very good game, but UCF is just not showing much this season. Cincinnati wins this one easily and keeps their playoff hopes alive. Michigan State at Indiana will be a fun game. Michigan State undefeated so far. I think they win against Indiana on the road and improved to 7-0. So, good for them. They're playing great so far. Number 12, Oklahoma State at number 25, Texas. One of the games of the week. This will be a great game in Texas. I think there's a chance Texas pulls off the upset, especially with how they played against Oklahoma last week, but I do think ultimately Oklahoma State is able to get the better of them. Auburn at Arkansas. Auburn having some tough losses this year. Arkansas back-to-back losses after going 4-0. So I think Arkansas is able to finally win against Auburn this week. I think it'll be a good win for them. Auburn, sadly, they'll be 4-3 or 3-4. I'm not sure, but it'll be tough for Auburn. Florida at LSU. LSU is sneaky good. I have them possibly pulling off the upset. You know what? No. I have them pulling off the upset at home against Florida. I think it'll be a good game to watch. It is an 11 o'clock game, though, and no one really likes watching 11 o'clock games, let's be honest. But, I think that'll be a good game. And LSU pulls off the upset. Game day. Number 11, Kentucky at number 1, Georgia. I have Georgia winning this game. Just want to get that out of the way. I have Georgia being able to win this game, especially at home. But both teams are undefeated. I think this will be a great game. If you're not watching this game, I don't know what you're doing with your life. This is going to be a fantastic game. Georgia, great defense. I don't know if anyone can beat their defense. They've only allowed 26 points all season. They've scored more defensive points than they have let up. So, great defense. I think they win this one at home. And what else do we have? We have number 22, NC State at unranked Boston College. Boston College is playing pretty well this season. They always play pretty well. They're sneaky good almost every year. But, and you know what? I have them winning at home against NC State. I think this will be a fun game to watch. But it is at 6:30 where there are other games on. And there are higher ranked teams, even though they're playing teams that they should be able to blow out. So, I think Boston College pulling off the upset here. 4-1 Army at Wisconsin. I think this will be a great 7 o'clock game. Wisconsin not playing the best football this year. Army, top of their game. Been blowing people out 52-0 as a disadvantaged team because of their military needs. They have to have requirements on height, weight, all that stuff. And Wisconsin and their run game, they basically just pound the ball the whole game and they slow play it. And still, if you're able to dumpster someone 52-0, that's worth noting. I have Army winning at Wisconsin. I think it will be a good game. 4-1 Air Force at 3-2, 3-3. Boise State. I think this will be a good game. I think Air Force pulls off a big upset and improves their case to be ranked this season. So yeah, I think that'll be a good game. That's an 8:00 game. Even though Boise's at home, then coming off a big upset against number 10 BYU, I think Air Force is able to get their staple win of the season and force themselves into the rankings. And that will be good, having another military school, military academy in the rankings. I think that'll be good for the country. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, that wraps it up. Not too many good games this week. It's kind of an off week for most people. But yeah, for KEHS News and Roundtable Radio, I'm Jack McKinney.